Have you ever had that feeling? That deep, gut-wrenching sense that you're not alone, even when you're the only one home. I live in a pretty normal house in Michigan, or at least, I thought I did. It all started a few weeks ago. Every night, without fail, a shadow would appear in my hallway. At first I just brushed it off. A trick of the light, the neighbor's car headlights, something from the street lamp outside. I tried to rationalize it, to explain it away. But then, on the second night, I noticed something that made my blood run cold. It was longer. The first night, the shadow was just a dark patch near the bottom of the stairs, a pool of blackness that didn't belong. I got up, flicked on the hall light, and it was gone, just an empty hallway. I laughed at myself, feeling a little silly, and went back to bed. But the second night, it was there again. This time, it wasn't just by the stairs. It stretched all the way to my bedroom door, like a long, thin finger pointing right at me. I sat up in bed, my heart hammering against my ribs. It had no body, no face, just this definite, solid shape. Again, I turned on the lights, and again, nothing. The hallway was empty. By the third night, I was terrified. I couldn't sleep. I just lay there, staring into the dark, waiting. And sure enough, it appeared. But this time it was in my room. The shadow crept past my door, along the floor, and stopped right on the wall beside my bed. It was so close, I felt like I could reach out and touch it. The air in the room grew heavy and cold. It was a solid, undeniable presence, yet it had no substance. It was just a shadow. I couldn't scream. I couldn't move. I just lay there, frozen, until the first light of dawn finally made it fade away. That morning, I called the police. I know how crazy it sounds. Hello, officer, there's a shadow in my house. But I was desperate. They came, they checked the locks, the windows, the whole perimeter. They found absolutely no signs of a breach, no footprints, no forced entry. They looked at me with that polite, slightly concerned expression, the one they reserve for people they think are losing their minds. They told me to keep my doors locked and call if I saw anything concrete. A shadow wasn't concrete enough. They left, and I was alone again, dreading the coming nightfall. The fourth night was different. I decided I couldn't just lie there and wait for it anymore. I had to do something. I had to know what this thing was. So, when the shadow appeared, longer and darker than ever, I didn't hide. I got out of bed, my whole body trembling, and I followed it. It seemed to glide ahead of me, pulling me along. It led me out of my bedroom, down the hall, and stopped right in front of the large, full-length mirror that hangs on the wall. I stood behind it, peering over its formless edge into the glass. My own terrified face stared back, but the reflection of the reflection wasn't a shadow. It was a figure,